Hey, it's Adam here, and you're watching The Culture Hack, where we're talking about how to create engaged workspaces that unlock the potential of your teams and drive your business forward in ways you've never seen. So stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to The Culture Hack. Today is super exciting. I have with me Lyndsie Barrie. She is founder of YYC Fempreneurs, and she is a prolific author. So welcome, Lyndsie. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Adam. I'm really excited too.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk about you. That's why we're here, right? So first, tell me about the books that you've written. Who are you writing them for, and what are they saying?
Yeah, for sure. I have my most recent one here. It's called "It's Time to Write Your Damn Book, Woman," and it's kind of the culmination of many years of helping fempreneurs get their thought leadership into a book format. And so that's been really fun. But that's not really, I guess, the normal flow of my life. Lately, it's been consumed with writing and publishing and launching that book. But normally throughout the year, what I'm really focused on doing is gathering together groups of female entrepreneurs at mostly live events over the last year and a half. But for a while there, we did a lot of online events, as I'm sure you can imagine, during that fun time of our life that we can still remember. But yeah, just getting women together and doing it from a place of gaining knowledge, of helping them feel more educated around the subject of marketing, because marketing is my jam. I love everything about marketing. It's really all about building relationships to me. So I help fempreneurs use mainly the power of social media to build real relationships with the right people, the people they should be serving. So that's really me in a nutshell.
Okay, I love it. Thanks for creating this community of female entrepreneurs so you guys can support each other and lift each other up. That's fantastic. So I'm curious, what's the story? Like, what happened that you were like, this is a problem that I need to solve? I want to create this community. What's the story there?
Yeah, thanks for asking. That's a really great question. I don't know if you found this on your entrepreneurial journey, but I definitely had a phase where I was really just in my own head way too much and spent way too much time, on my computer designing things and working on my website. And it got kind of lonely, and I felt like I was not getting the right things done because I didn't have the accountability or just the feedback from other people who get it. And so I started to branch out and to, attend more events and get around entrepreneurs, specifically female entrepreneurs. And I couldn't believe the impact that it had on my life. And then just hearing stories from, entrepreneurs that were going through similar things. And I chose to niche down into female entrepreneurs just purely because as a business owner, it makes sense to be niche. It's easier to market. It's easier to go out there on the internet and, spread the word about something when it's for a more specific person. So really, I was just scratching my own itch. And then I started teaching a completely free marketing school. So once I had taught that 6-week marketing school to over 100 women, I also started a podcast for women because I was just always having these really valuable conversations. So I started putting those on the podcast, and I now have we just put our 150th episode out last week, and that's called the Fempreneur Podcast. And the free 6-week marketing school just evolved into different types of events. We would hold these grad nights at the end of the 6 weeks for the women. So the women that completed the program would come out, we'd, do it at a pub, something really inexpensive and easy. And we would have the women from the next group that were about to start their 6-week marketing school journey come and meet the grads. And it just turned into this really cool community. And so helping women feel more educated and just more prepared for all the things involved in having a business is really what it's all about.
Good. I love that. That's fantastic. And there's no group that's more engaged than a niche group like female entrepreneurs, right? There's such a common ground there. But I want to get into that a little bit. But first, when I say engagement, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, engagement means to me two different things. We can't always come together in person, but obviously that's the ultimate in engagement, is actually coming together, seeing each other's faces, hearing each other's voices, having those real conversations in person. But because we live in a world that's so connected because of our beautiful cell phones here, why not use that as the incredible engagement tool that it is? And so I teach fempreneurs how to engage using social media. So that is, first of all, having a really niche message. So that little bio on your Instagram, making sure that it's really clear about who you are basically on Instagram for. Why are you on Instagram? Who are you there to talk to? Who are you there to engage with? And then actually doing the engagement stuff, which is, finding other people on Instagram through searching for accounts with keywords, the kind of people you want to connect with, and then commenting below their pictures. Not something that a bot would say, but something that you see it in their picture or in their video, or you love the subject matter in the caption, and commenting, and then sending direct messages. And I prefer to send videos and voice notes over text in the DMs. And so sending those videos and voice notes saying, hey, I see there's like an opportunity for you to be on my podcast. I'd love to help you share your fempreneur story on my podcast. Would you be interested in that? That's my favorite way to engage with female entrepreneurs. So those are some examples of how important it is to engage and just how to do it.
Love that. Like, you have to put energy in, right? You can automate all this kind of stuff, but at some point, if you want to create a community, you have to put some time and energy in, and it has to be authentic, right? The days of social media as a purely advertising or purely recruiting tool, I think, have come and gone for those that are successfully using it. They're building communities around them, they're engaging, they're interesting, all these types of things, right? So I'm curious, do you have any stories of some of the clients that you've worked with where, maybe they started engaging on social media and it was really successful for them?
Yeah, excuse me. I'm just getting over that fabulous illness that everyone, I think, in the Calgary area has had recently. So, excuse me. So for excuse me, the question was, how have I worked with my clients and some client success stories? Is that kind of what you're asking about?
Yeah, just do you have some stories you'd like to share?
Yeah, for sure. So when I started teaching my free 6-week marketing school, how I was keeping, the next class full and the next class full and the next class full was I was asking them to send me videos. So I was asking them to record little videos of their little wins about, their marketing wins, little things that they were doing that they were finding success with. And so I can't think of anyone in particular. I guess I'll use Noreen as an example. Excuse me. She was one of my first marketing school graduates. I think she was in my 3rd class, and she's still an amazing connection today and a great friend. She's actually coming to our Fempreneurs retreat that we're holding in Mexico at the end of January. She's one of our main community members. But yeah, she posted a video like I asked her to, which was terrifying for her at the time. A lot of these fempreneurs that came into my marketing school, they were terrified of putting their face on the internet. They were not being the face of their company yet, but I was helping them kind of get over that hurdle. So Noreen posted a video on her Instagram saying, here's what I've been up to in this marketing school with Lyndsie. I can't believe it. It's completely free. It's so valuable. She's teaching me this. She's teaching me that. And then all of a sudden I had this huge surge of, she's a professional organizer, Noreen. And so I had this huge surge of professional organizers. They have a really cool community. They have this, it's called the Professional Organizers of Canada. So because I was all of a sudden being like marketed in this community of professional organizers, all of a sudden I had all these new women coming into my community, and they were wanting to participate in the marketing school and or come to an upcoming live event. And it was just really, really cool. So the power of just like posting a little testimonial video and shouting someone out that's helped you, like the ripple effect from that, I'm still feeling that today from Noreen and then from a lot of the women she connected me with.
Amazing. I love it, right? And I love that some of that you can hope for, but you can't necessarily plan for it, right? You just got to put your best foot out there, and then these ripple effects start to happen, right? It's really, really interesting to see that happen. So looking to the future, what do you see as the future? Are companies, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, are they going to catch on that the social media is such an effective tool? We're going to start sprinkling some AI in there. Like, what do you see as the the future of engagement online?
Yeah, I am not doing anything with AI. I have no experience or can't even comment on ChatGPT. I do know when I just put this book on Amazon back at the end of October, there was one little box there to check when I was putting it on Amazon that asked me if I had used any of that sort of technology to write this book, which I had not. And so I thought that was really interesting. But no, I think it's really important to continue being a real human on the internet and not defaulting to, automated messages and things, because we know what it feels like to receive an automated message. And then we know what it feels like to receive a message that someone sent to us. And whether it's their voice, whether it's video. So I think just continuing to use internet as a way to connect on a human to human level, it's going to be more important now than ever, because there are so many ways to try to cut corners and to try to automate everything and use technology. And I would just caution people against it, honestly. I think the time that you will save will not result in more deeper connections. That's my personal opinion.
I love that. So looking to the future, there's a lot of businesses, lead generators, marketers, salespeople, whatever, that'll try and convince you to automate or use their service or whatever. But at the end of the day, aim for authentic connection, right? There's maybe a time and place to sprinkle some of that stuff in there, but don't try to cut through.
I'm a huge fan of, the automated email that goes out when I get a new email subscriber. But the other thing is I get a notification every time I get a new email subscriber, and I'm hopping into whatever app. They said, one of my questions is, what's your top social platform? So if they said YouTube, for example, I'm heading over to YouTube immediately. I'm finding them on YouTube. I'm commenting below some of their videos, right? I'm engaging with them like we talked about earlier. So, automation is absolutely essential. But then going above and beyond with that automated welcome email, instead of just, text in that email, having a video of you saying, hey, I'm so excited you're in the community now. And of course they know it's a video that goes to all the new subscribers. When you layer that with that personal touch of finding them on their top social platform and reaching out to them on a human to human level, it goes above and beyond, and not enough people are using these tools, I think, like that. At least I'm not seeing it enough. So that's my message, is just getting out there, teaching fempreneurs how to do these little things that really do add up and snowball into just a huge ripple effect and a huge step above the competition.
I love it. Really elevate yourself and stand out from the noise. And it's not that hard. It's just a matter of taking a moment to make people feel seen and heard, right? At the end of the day. I love that. Well, thank you so much for your time, Lyndsie. I hope that people listening in find a few gems or maybe some inspiration, especially for the new year coming up. But thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. Have a great day.
Hey, thanks for watching The Culture Hack. Do you want to chat culture and engagement? Give us a call and come on the show.